Good morning. I hope that I am in the right class. Is it the class called Financial Management and Computer Applications?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, you can hear me, right? Loud and clear?
Yes, sir.
Am I loud and clear? Can you hear me, please?
Yes,
Yes,
sir, we
sir.
can hear you.
Great. So the name of the course is actually the Financial Management with Computer Applications. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Are you supposed to keep your video on during the class? Yeah. Okay, so welcome to the class. Before starting the class, let me introduce myself before you so that you know at least who am I. My name is Muhammad Mohanuddin. I am a professor of finance, and I am going to teach you the course on financial management, very basic course of financial management, and also the software applications in financial management. Although we are calling it software application, actually it will be a spreadsheet application. That means basically when we analyze the financial data, we try to use the spreadsheet softwares, because those are very useful in analyzing the financial data. Okay, so we are not going to talk in detail about that right now. So it is the time of being introduced with each other, and also to be introduced with the course itself. Okay, so are you ready for that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, before starting anything, let me give you a tip. When you want to say yes, sir, or anything, just a short answer. I know you, I hope that you know it, but still, you can press the space bar and just say yes, sir, or no, sir, I agree, I do not agree, whatever, you can just press the, what should I say? Press the space bar and then answer, and then if you just go away from the press bar, the mic will again be off. Okay, so okay, so about the course, we will talk about the course later on, but before that, let me introduce myself. So I have said that I have told my name already, and probably you are thinking that I am from India, right?
Yes, sir, actually.
Yeah, so can you guess from which area of India I am?
Is it somewhere from north, sir?
Somewhere from north. From my accent, from my
East India.
Eastern, right? Okay, Eastern India. That means
Bengal?
tell me the name of the place
Something.
that you
Bengal?
guess.
Bengal?
Bengal.
Yes, sir, West Bengal.
Assami.
Pradeep said Bengal, right?
Yes, sir.
Maharashtra. Okay. Then what about other students? What do you think from where I am teaching you? Santosh Reddy, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so guess from where I'm teaching.
Sir, I don't know. I don't know, sir, exactly.
No, you don't have to know. You just gaze. We are trying to see how many students can gaze.
Sir, you know Hindi.
That is a different question.
No, sir.
By Hindi accent we can guess.
No. You have to gaze from my English accent. That is the challenge I'm giving
Sir,
you.
Singapore?
Singapore, is it inside India?
No, sir, but
Okay. Now the floor is open. It does not have to be from India. You can gaze anywhere in the world, from where I'm going to teach you.
Sir, Afghanistan.
Afghanistan. Okay. Anyway, so I can see that many of you have gazed from where I'm teaching. So what do you want? Do you want me to teach you from inside India or from outside India?
Outside India.
You want from outside India? Why? To get some diversification in the teaching process for getting some other kind of,
Exposure.
taste in the learning process, right?
Yes, sir. Exposure.
Probably. Yeah. So let me tell you, I am from Bangladesh. I'm from Bangladesh. Okay, actually your university, Waksan University and our university, United International University in Dhaka, we have had a faculty exchange agreement, and under that agreement, actually one of your faculty member is teaching courses in our university, and I'm going to teach your course in your university. Okay, so let us make it a enjoyable course, because you are going to have a faculty member, your teacher from a different country, and I'm also going to have you from another country. But this is not the first time for me. Before teaching you, I have also taught foreign students in Malaysia. Actually, in my class, I had students, of course, from many students from Malaysia, and some other students from China, from Africa, from Middle East, from different area of the world. Okay, I have had different foreign students there. So I got some good experience, and I also have got the student experience with the Indian students, that means Malaysian Indian students. They used to like my English because it is quite close to their accent compared to the Middle East English or African English. You know, English has different accent. Do you know or not?
Yes, sir. We are aware.
Indian English is different from African English, Nigerian English, right? Chinese English is different from Bangladeshi English, and American English is different from British English, isn't it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, so I also have had some experience with the foreign students. So I really enjoy, teaching different type of students. So it will really be a very good experience, I think, for you and also for me. Anyway, let me introduce myself further. So I'm from Bangladesh. Actually, my hometown is in the northern Bangladesh, that is in Jaipurhat, near your near the West Bengal of India. Okay, if I go about 30 kilometers to the west, I will reach India, something like that. Anyway, but usually I stay in Dhaka. Right now I'm in that area, North Bengal, but tomorrow I'll be traveling to Dhaka. Well, about my teaching experience, I have been teaching since 2003. That means about 18 years of teaching at university level. During that period of time, I have taught Bangladeshi universities and Malaysian universities, and also a few European universities, but that was not face-to-face, that was online, like you, in University of Liverpool and University of Roehampton, London. Okay, so I taught the master's courses, but that was not direct online courses. That was that was actually kind of different model, based on asynchronous component. We will have synchronous, that means we will have direct communication, but in that case we had limited direct communication, and we had more of indirect communication through messaging, through video lectures, and so on. Anyway, so I have had the experience with the University of Roehampton, London, UK, and I also had experience of supervising master students of University of Liverpool in UK. I have got my PhD in finance from Malaysia, University of Utara, Malaysia, and my BBA and MBA from University of Dhaka in finance, all in finance from the beginning to the end. But up to my HSC, in our country, we call it HSC, that means higher secondary level education. I was in science background, from science background. I studied in Rangpur Cadet College, a kind of military school in our country. Okay, so that is about my education background, experience you have got. I have some research background in the field of finance, banking, and also small farm finance and many other areas. Usually I teach courses like financial management, like what I am going to teach you, the financial modeling, that is a bit more deeper into the spreadsheet modeling aspect, more intensive compared to this course. And I also teach financial statement analysis, then corporate finance, then management of financial institutions. Okay, these are the courses that I usually teach. So I think that you have got quite a good idea about me. Do you have any question about me? No, okay. So now what I would like to know, because I have quite a good number of students here, about 51 students. So actually, okay, I have received a question in the message in the chat box. Oh, I have got so many answers already there in chat box. Hyderabad, Manipur, you thought I'm from Pakistan as well, Bangladesh. Okay, what inspires me to teach? Okay, that is really a very interesting question. Thank you for asking, Varush Alladi. Okay, actually, the inspiration comes from my parents, because my father and mother both had been the teacher of primary school. And I found that my father, especially, he was also my teacher when I was in primary school. So I have seen the way he can actually develop the foundation of the small children. Okay, maybe at this age I could not think to that extent, but later on I thought. So actually it inspires me because I can contribute in developing the most precious resource in the world, that is human being. Okay, so that is the most that inspires me. On top of that, I also enjoy the flexibility. I also enjoy the way because I have the scope to become innovative in teaching and so many other things. Then I have received another question: how do you keep the students interested in your class? Actually, it is the students who make the class interesting. So if I alone want to make it interesting to 51 people, it will be very, very difficult. Thank you, Pragati Subha, for your question. So if I want to make the class interesting to 51 students, that I have to be someone else other than teacher, maybe from another profession who likes to entertain people in a way. So that is really very difficult. But what I try to make the class interesting by the students. So students should be engaged in the class. What I try to do, I try to encourage, I try to develop the environment where the students will try to become a very important part of the discussion, very important part of the classroom activities. So when they really become the part of the classroom practices, they themselves will make the class interesting, and I will do as much as I can. And the main goal is not only to make the class interesting. The main goal is to facilitate the learning. That is the main thing. Okay, so for making it sure, actually it has to be interesting. It should not be boring class. Okay, so it is you who will make the class interesting. Thank you very much. Okay, so for now, because I have so many students here, 50 students, one has left already. So my request will be, just tell your name and your area of residence. That means from where you come. And also, I guess all of you are BBA students. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I can see that you are the semester 3 students. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
BBA semester 3 students. Okay, so what you can say your name, and you can say your place, your home place, and also just very shortly, what is your career goal? That means what you want to be after 10 years from now. Very simple. Okay, so I will not make it mandatory, but I expect that all of you will speak out. Okay, please start. Who will start first? I'm not going to call your name. I think you will start one by one. Yeah.
Good morning, sir. My name is Pragati.
Yeah.
I'm from Hyderabad. So what I want to be 10 years from now is probably an entrepreneur, sir.
Great. Okay. Next.
Good morning,
I think
sir.
students are supposed to keep their video on. If you do not keep your video on, how can I recognize you? Yeah, please.
Good morning, sir. I am Ojasvi Harshwal and I live in Indore, Madhya Pradesh, and I would want to be a human resource manager.
Great. Next. Okay, Pradeep, please continue.
Good morning, sir. Sir,
Morning.
I am Pradeep. I am from Bhadrachalam, from Telangana state, and I want to become a business analyst.
Great. Okay. Jasvita Kodi. Okay, please pardon me if I mispronounce your name. Jasvita Kodi. Not here. Sriman Munagala.
Hi, sir. My name is
Yeah.
Shriman Munagala. I'm from USA, from California. And what I want to become when I grow up, I want to become an entrepreneur.
Okay, great. Very good to know. Then Varus Alladi.
So is it me or someone else? Hello. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Sorry, sir. So my name is Varushaladi and I'm from Sirsila, Telangana. So I would like to become an entrepreneur. Like, that's all.
Great. Suvira Pratapa. Suvira Pratap.
Good morning, sir. This is Subira. I am from Hyderabad and I don't know what I will be in the next, after 10 years, I really have no clue what I will be. So I'm still figuring it out.
Okay, you have to think a little bit, okay? You should think. Saipurna Deepika.
Good morning, sir. I am Saipurna Deepika and I am from Vijayawada. My future goal is to become CA.
Become what?
Chartered accountant.
Chartered accountant. Okay, great. Great to know. Santosh Reddy.
Good morning, sir. Myself Santosh Reddy and I am from Hyderabad. And I don't have any specific plans for in future.
You don't have any specific goal yet, right?
No, not yet.
Okay, that's perfectly okay. I also did not have any, until maybe second year of my undergraduate study. But you should start thinking what to do. Okay, Omar Kamkhani.
So good morning. I'm Umar Kamkhani, and I'm from Latur, Maharashtra, and I aspire to become an entrepreneur.
Great. Ram Shachev.
Yes, sir. Sir, my name is Ram Sachdev. I am from Raipur, and I have not decided what to do.
But I cannot see you. Is
Yes,
it
sir.
evening in your place?
No, sir. Morning.
Morning. Okay. You have to keep your video on, all the students. Okay. Ashara Jagarlamudi.
Yes.
Akshara Jagarlamudi.
Good morning, sir. I'm Akshara. I'm from Hyderabad. I haven't decided anything yet, sir. So I really don't know what
That
I'm
is
going
perfectly okay. But you have to think. Sandeep Roy.
Good morning, sir. I'm Sandeep. I live in Hyderabad. I want to become an entrepreneur.
Entrepreneur, great. So then Anika Raj.
Good morning, sir. This is Anika, and I'm born and raised in Hyderabad, and I'm still figuring it out what to do 10 years.
Try to figure it out very quickly. Varush Alladi, you can have maybe 2 or 3 choices, because not necessarily whatever you target will be achieved. You know, you can have, yeah. So Varush Alladi. I think Varush Alladi has already.
Yes, sir. I'm done. There are some more participants. I don't know who are naming Varush Alladi.
Vanila Kamalapati.
Good morning, sir. Myself, Vinila. I'm from Guntur, Andhra Pradesh. I have couple things in my mind, but yet to figure it out.
Okay. Ramacha Varshitha Reddy.
Varshita, sir.
Varshita, okay.
I am from Hyderabad, and I want to be an entrepreneur in 10 years.
Right. Duthi Malla.
My name is Jyoti and I'm from Hyderabad. I want to be a HR.
You want to be a?
HR, Human Resources Manager.
Okay, Human Resources. Krishna Chaitanya. Krishna Chaitanya.
Good morning, sir. I'm Krishna Chaitanya. I'm from Vijayawada, and about my career, I didn't think about anything still, not yet.
You are from which place?
Vijayawada, sir.
Okay. Pari Maligonda.
Good morning, sir. I'm Pari. Honestly, even I'm also figuring out. For a short-term goal, I would say that I have a plan to complete my MBA. That's it for now, sir.
Okay. Rishita Krishna.
Yes, good morning, sir. This is Rishita Krishna. I'm from Bhimavaram, Andhra Pradesh, and I would like to become an entrepreneur.
Great. Bhadrinath.
Good morning, sir. My name is Badrinath. I'm from Narayanpet. I want to become.
Want to see your face as well.
Sir, actually, I'm traveling. I'm in car, sir.
Hello.
Okay, fine. But next time try. Okay. So
yeah.
You are from which place?
Narayanpet, sir.
Okay. So you have not thought about your future career, right?
Yeah. I want to become a businessman, sir.
Oh, businessman. Great. Shamprash Reddy.
Hi, sir. This is Sampras. So I want to become an entrepreneur in my future.
Gaddam Shashank.
Good morning, sir. This is Gaddam Shashank, and I am from Hyderabad, Telangana, and I aspire to become an entrepreneur.
Okay. So now who else left? Actually, very difficult for finding the name because the names are scrambling, you know. Rishita has already said, I think. Shamprash Reddy has said, Gaddam Shashank, Rishita. Okay, Rishita Thokatura.
Rishita
Thotakura, sorry.
I'm from Hyderabad, Telangana, and I have not yet decided on a plan for 10 years, but I have few short-term plans.
Okay. So can you tell us the short-term plan? Anyone?
Like
you want to share?
Go on for my further studies and like explore my options.
Okay, that's great. So Laharika Reddy.
Hi, good morning, sir. I'm Laharika, and I wanted to become a digital marketer after and I'm from Hyderabad.
Okay, Varush Alladi already said. Rahil Ahmed.
Yes, sir. Morning. This is Rahil, and I'm from Kurnool, Andhra Pradesh.
Okay, so do you have any goal?
Yes, from now, I would say I want to become an entrepreneur. Not the regular types. I want to be something different, and I'm trying to figure it out how I can be a different entrepreneur.
Yeah, okay, great. Shaiteja Bhimulapalli.
Yes, good morning. My name is Shaiteja Bhimulapalli. I'm from Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. I want to become an entrepreneur.
Shambhavi Koyada.
Good morning, sir. I'm Shambhavi Koyada. For now, I just want to complete my graduation.
You just want to complete your, so from where are you coming to
I'm
here?
from
Coming
Telangana.
Telangana, okay. Then who else? Jivan. Thank
Good
you.
morning, sir. I'm Jivan. I'm from Hyderabad, Telangana. And in future, I want to become a manager, business manager.
Okay, great. Ullash Mente.
Good morning, sir. I'm from Telangana, Hyderabad, and I still didn't decide anything yet.
Dipshikha.
Good morning, sir. My name is Deepshika and I'm from Hyderabad. And I think I envision myself as a chief executive and financial officer, as a second generation owner of my father's company, and turn it into India's biggest real estate giant.
Okay, at last I have got someone I know wants to have something in my discipline, financial. Okay, anyway, thank you. So Prerana.
Hi, sir. This is Prerna. I'm from Hyderabad. I don't have long-term plans yet, but I have a few startup ideas that I'm trying to work on right now, and yeah, those are my short-term goals.
Great. Sri Harshi.
Hello, sir. I'm Sri Harshi and I'm from Hyderabad. And for
Okay.
now, I don't have any goals. I'm just trying to figure out.
Okay. Then okay, I lost Rohit Elitam.
My name
Rohit.
is Elitam. I'm from Hyderabad, so I have no goals right now.
Atul Shukar. Atul Shikar. Shujit Mobha. Ishwar Annarapu.
Yes, sir. Good morning. This is Ishwar. I live in Hyderabad and I've not yet decided.
Okay, Varush Alladi has already said. Shujit Mova. Jahnabi Reddy.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. This is Rahnavi Reddy. I'm from Kadapa, Andhra Pradesh. I want to become successful. That's
Okay. In any of the career. Okay.
yes, sir. I have few choices, but I didn't decide.
Okay, no problem. Yashwant Verma.
Yes, sir. I'm Yashwant. I'm from Hyderabad. I want to be a house husband, sir.
You want to be a house husband. Okay, that's
Yes.
great. It is also a very difficult task, you know. Anyway, so Pravam's ready. Okay, I guess anybody left?
Sir, myself Praharsha. I'm from Hyderabad, and I have too many goals. Yeah, I mean, multiple goals.
Multiple alternatives. So you will, whichever suits you, you will choose that, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell us the most prominent one that you like to achieve?
I want to become data scientist.
Great. So if you want to become data scientist, it is the right time to start. You should start learning from now. You develop your skill from now. Perhaps you can start learning R programming or Python, then you can continue. Yeah. So anybody left? Okay. So I have introduced myself. You have introduced yourself. Now it is time to be introduced with the course. So do you want to be introduced with the course?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to share the course outline. Actually, before that, let me ask you, when you attend the other courses, where do you get all the course outlines and course materials?
Sir, to all the faculty, Srinivas sir gives a key and a password,
and all the material is been uploaded on Moodle.
On Moodle, okay. So who gives the password? You said
Srinivasa. I'm not sure, but from what I've heard, he is the one who gives.
okay, no problem. But because actually I don't, I will talk to your university, no problem. But I don't want to delay the thing. Maybe it will take a few or 1 or 2 days. So what Raman Shah.
So you can send it in the Zoom chat, sir, the file, course outline.
Yeah, that is a good way. Another way I'm thinking of is, what do you think? I normally in my country and also in another country, when I taught, what I do, I open, that is not formal, that is informal, and that is also not mandatory for you. But what I do, I open a Facebook group for the class, particularly for the class. So what do you think about that? I will also do that in the Moodle, but there should be a parallel way, So what do you think about that?
Sir, Facebook is something, I mean, most of us are not working. So can we have a WhatsApp group?
Yeah, that is also okay. We can also have a WhatsApp group. So, how to, it will be very difficult to accommodate all the numbers, about 50 numbers in the WhatsApp group.
No, sir, we will take care of that. If you could just share your number with any of us, we'll make the group and add the others.
Okay.
So nothing to worry.
Okay, that's great. So I'm giving you my number right now so that you can add me there, okay, in the chat box. Do you find my number? Oh, sorry. The message only has gone to Jivan. I have to select everyone, right? Yeah, this is my number, +880 1828 156985. Okay, you can also save this number so that you can also personally communicate, individually communicate with me through WhatsApp. So that will not actually stop us, no matter in which country we are. Yeah. Yes. Have you got my point? So everyone keep my number, because you might need to consult me. So you can use the WhatsApp calling feature or WhatsApp messaging feature. And in the group will be for announcement and for your discussion, for our discussion. That is okay. But when you want to have a discussion one-to-one directly with me, you can also use that WhatsApp number. You can call me whenever I'm online. I will be able to answer. You can also send me short message. Okay, is that understood?
Yes.
Okay, so at least we have got a communication channel, but definitely the Moodle will be the official channel, and I will do that, no problem. So for today, this is the WhatsApp. So I will send you the course outline after the class. Okay, now what I will do, I will discuss this right now in the class, and you will get the file, because I'm yet to finalize the learning outcomes. A few things to be adjusted. So let me share the file with you. So are you ready to know about the course or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you see it?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, sir.
Right. Do you also get the recording of the class?
No, sir, we don't get that.
Oh, you don't get that? Anyway. So this is the course outline. Actually, you can see my name here. You will get this file by today, maybe by evening today. Okay, the finalized version. So you can see my name, Professor Dr. Mohammad Mohanuddin. My email ID is mohanuddin@bas.uiu.ac.bd. You can also reach me by this email, but for very quick and informal communication, WhatsApp is welcome. And also, Also, another thing is I encourage my students to contact me. I do not want to create any barrier. So you are always, yes, Puri, I have got myself in the WhatsApp group. Thank you very much. But can you actually change the name of the course?
We can, sir. I mean, for now, I just mean once after everyone joins, we can change it.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So you can see, you are actually free to communicate with me because I like that my students consult with me with their problems, and they can seek for suggestion or any kind of communication. I don't want to create any barrier. Rather, I encourage the students to contact me. And if you do not get me, please don't be worried. You can always call me after a while. I might be busy with another class, or I might be busy with my personal activities or anything. So if I'm not there, please, if I'm not reachable, please leave a message or call me again. So the description of the course. This course is designed to equip with the foundations of financial management. What I could know that you have never attended any finance course. Have you attended any finance course before?
Yes, sir, we did. In the previous 2 semesters, we did cost accounting and finance.
Cost accounting and finance. Are you sure? Every student.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We had it last year.
So in that course, what did you learn actually? Have you learned time value of money? Have you learned time value of money in that course? Just
No,
tell me
sir.
yes or no.
That topic
Have you
was-
learned? Have you learned cost of capital? Capital budgeting? Anything of this? Have you learned balance sheet and income statement?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Have you learned journal entry, ledger, trial balance?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I understand that you have actually attended the financial accounting course and cost accounting course. Okay. But
Yes,
financial management is a little bit different from that. So you will have a foundation on financial management and also skill. We will try to develop your skill in that means in the spreadsheet software, particularly in Microsoft Excel. Microsoft Excel is a very powerful tool for managing, presenting, analyzing, and interpreting financial data. Okay, financial data and non-financial data also. For example, when we develop your grade sheet, when we give you marks and do the calculation, we often use Microsoft Excel. So that is a very good software, very good spreadsheet software for analyzing data. And essentially, we understand that financial analysis is not without any data. You cannot do financial analysis without financial data. So Microsoft Excel is a very important software, and we will learn to apply our financial management knowledge in Microsoft Excel. So you will learn both the basics of Microsoft Excel and also the basics of finance, and you will blend these two. That means you will do the financial analysis and decision making using the Microsoft Excel. Okay. So I think you will learn the program. You already know the program learning outcomes and the course learning outcome. These are all, I think, quite familiar to you. The first one is understanding the basics of finance and MS Excel. Okay, that will be necessary for financial analysis and financial problem solving. The second course learning outcome is ability to provide solutions through intensive data analysis. So you have to be able to provide some solution for financial decision making. And also you have to be able to make data driven decisions, okay, using Excel. Now the textbooks. We have two textbooks actually. Number one is the Gitman and Juther, Principles of Managerial Finance. Okay, I have the 14th edition, and the second one that will be necessary for learning the foundations of finance, and we also have a spreadsheet application there. And for learning the basics of Excel spreadsheet software, you will need this textbook, Benninga and Mufkadi, Principles of Finance with Excel. Okay, I would like to show you the title page of the textbook. So let me find it out first. Okay, can you see the book?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So Principles of Finance with Excel, 3rd edition, Simon Benninga and Tal Mufkadi, Oxford University Press. In this book, basically, it will help us to develop our basics of finance that is necessary for doing the analysis in finance. Okay, you can see we have different topics here. We will go through all these things later, not right now. Okay. And if any additional material is needed, that will also be provided. And the textbook on another textbook that is related to finance basically. Okay, this is the Principles of Managerial Finance by Gitman and Juther. Okay, this is a very important textbook you should have. Every business student have this textbook. Okay. I have the soft copy of the book. We will discuss about that later. So you already have got the idea about the textbooks. Now let us go to the most important part, that is the topic outline. Okay, session-wise topic outline of the course. So the first thing is introduction. We are already being introduced with each other and also with the course. Then we will be introduced with the financial management, how it is different from accounting, what are the main aspects of financial management. Then also we will be introduced with Excel. That means we will be introduced with the software environment and a little more about the importance of Excel and all these things. So in the second session, actually, let's say today we will have 3-hour session, right? After 1.5 hours, we will have a break of 15 minutes. Then we will continue. So by session 1, we mean the half of the 3-hour session, and by session 1 and 2 or 3 and 4, we actually mean the whole 3-hour session, because in 3 hours we have 2 sessions. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We will also be introduced with the Excel shortcut. Okay, alignment, font, border, data arrangement, the grouping of worksheet, moving, copying, deleting, etc., etc. Adding rows and columns, selecting the cell range, and all the basic things. Okay, in today's session actually. But today's session is the introductory session. So if anything is left over, that will be covered in the next class. Okay, then in the next class we'll be discussing about sorting data, filtering data, conditional sorting, removing, and all these things all are related to lookup, index, and match. Okay, so all these are very important. All these are very important topics. After that, we will also learn about formula, function, and logic development in Excel, in the spreadsheet. So after the 6th session, that means 3rd class, we will have the necessary foundation in the spreadsheet software for starting our analysis. So 6 session means 3 times 3, 9 hours. No, this 9-hour period will develop us, will make us ready for doing the basic analysis in Excel. Okay. After that, we will proceed to financial statement analysis, how to use the balance sheet and income statement for deciding about the performance of a company. You know, whether they are making, whether their profitability is good or not, whether their liquidity position is good or not, you know, whether they are managing the assets very well or not. So in accounting, what you have done, you have collected the economic information, that means the transaction information, and you have done the journal entry, you have developed the ledger, you have developed the trial balance, and then you have done the closing and adjusting entries and closing entries and financial statements after that. So that is the end of accounting, basic financial accounting. So in finance, what we will do, we will utilize the income statement and balance sheet information for doing further analysis. So in accounting, what you have done, you have summarized the financial information. You have summarized the financial information and presented the financial information in income statement and balance sheet. But in finance, what you will do, already the accountants has developed the balance sheet and income statement. Now finance people will collect information from the income statement and balance sheet and do some analysis to make conclusion. Could I make it clear?
Yes, sir.
I want your answer from many. Actually, I have about 50 students here, 54 students. So when I ask you that, could I make it clear? You know, I have to put my finger in my ear, but I can hear only 1 or 2 students are responding. So what about you, everyone? Could I make it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, at least I have got 8 to 10 students feedback. Anyway, I think the students have to be engaged in this class, because I believe that students like to learn Excel. Do you like to learn Excel or not?
Yes, sir.
This is a very skill-based learning. This is not something like poetry or something like a very boring philosophy. You know, not like that. It is very practical learning. Okay, so the students should engage themselves in the class, and they should also respond. Anyway, so in the financial statement analysis, we will do the analysis. I will show you how to do that. You know, I will ask you to do some exercises. You know, I will also try to demonstrate a case study of modeling financial ratio analysis in the Excel software. And after that, actually, your first assessment will come up. You know that you have total 100 marks. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
You have total 100 marks. So you will have your final assessment in how many marks?
30, sir.
30. Are you sure?
Yes, sir. 70 for internals and 30 for the final assessment.
Oh, but I have been told that it is 40 in the final exam. I have to be sure. Okay, this is why I'm not uploading it.
So
yet.
that was for the previous year. Maybe this year things have changed. We are not sure.
Okay, let me ask your professor. They will guide me, no problem. Just 1 second. Let me send the message first. Is it good morning or good afternoon?
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
That is the final end term exam, right? You call it end term examination. You are claiming that it is 30, right?
Actually, we are not sure about it, sir.
Okay. So if it is 40, then we'll have actually 3, not 4. But I will rethink if it is if it is 30. Anyway, so after completing the financial statement analysis topic, then I will definitely show a case study, quite comprehensive case study. Then your first assessment will come up, and that will be for about 15 to 20 marks. It will carry 15 to 20 marks. So I will give you a case. You have to solve it. You have to submit it. You have to demonstrate it. Okay. And for doing that, probably I will form randomly selected groups. I'm not going to let you form groups. I will form the groups by myself for you. Okay. So Varush Alladi, are you saying anything?
No, sir.
Oh, okay, that's great. So so you will have to develop the spreadsheet model of financial ratio analysis. So remember, if you do not attend the first three sessions, that means 6 half-hour session or 3 hour session, whatever you say, if you do not attend those, and also if you do not attend these sessions 7, 8, and 9, 10, then probably you are going to face difficulty in solving the given case and presenting it. So it is very important that you remain very attentive during class and attend the class from the very beginning of the class time until the end. Okay. So that will carry 20 marks. But remember, actually, when the students prepare, and also actually I will give you the case in advance. Sorry about the interruption. I had a connection issue. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
What was the last thing that I told?
Regarding the case study, sir.
Regarding the case study. So, so I will give you the case when I start discussing this topic, financial statement analysis, at the very beginning of this discussing this topic. So as I progress my discussion, and as I show you some kind of what should I say, case study. Okay, at that time, actually, you will also prepare your solution. You will have deadline of submission, and then you will have to actually, it is not very practical to get the presentation of 55, 50, 52, 3 students. So what I will do, I will ask the selected group members, to present, but that will be random. Let's say you have 4 members or 5 members in the group. If it is not possible to ask everyone, what I will do, I will randomly ask maybe member number 2 or member number 3. It will never be disclosed who is going to be called. Okay, is that clear to you? So everyone has to be ready for the presentation. Everyone has to be ready, and depending on the time, availability, I might ask you to present a particular part. That means I may ask you to, okay, delete this portion of your Excel file and develop it again. in front of the class. So you will share your screen through the Zoom and you will redevelop that part. Okay, so that is the way we will try to assess you. Is it something familiar to you or new to you?
Kind of new to us, sir.
Okay, because you are actually doing the Excel for the first time in this course, right? As part of this degree. Have you attended the Excel course before as part of
No,
this
sir.
degree?
Actually, we were doing our financial statements in the Excel sheet only.
Okay, so in that case, were you asked to do this thing in Excel?
Yes, sir, but not exactly like class presentation. We used to submit our Excel sheets directly to sir.
Yeah. So this time, actually, you have to demonstrate it. You will have to share. You can share the screen from Zoom, right? From your laptop. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
you have to do that, and you have to show that you really can do it. Okay. So let's say in your case, you have 4 portions. So I may ask a random member to show a random portion of the solution. So what you will have to do, you will have to delete that portion and you will have to do that again on the screen. And also during the presentation, there will be a separate marking for participation in the discussion, question, answer, and discussion. So if any other student ask question or add something, let's say you are doing something wrongly. So after you complete, then another student may correct it. Okay, may help you to correct it. It is not catching you, it is helping you. Okay, and also one student may ask for clarification. Why did you do in this way? It could also have been done in a different way. Okay, so this kind of contribution or discussion or question answer, whenever a student will do that, I will tally, which student is asking how many questions, which student is discussing how much, contributing how much, correcting how much, asking for clarification how much, and the presenter will have to answer those questions. This is why we have kept quite a long time, 3 classes for every case solution and presentation. During the case solution and presentation, through this discussion process, we will learn. Okay, we will learn a lot. Every student should be attentive during that session. Is that clear to you?
Yes, sir.
So the reason I'm explaining all this thing is the students should be mentally ready, psychologically ready, for the kind of assessment they are going to face in this course. And remember that before starting this course, I have had a meeting with the faculty members of your university, and we have discussed the things how we can do. Okay, so and also if you find anything difficult, don't hesitate to contact me. I have given you free access. Free means you can actually communicate anytime without any hesitation. I'm not referring to cost of accessing. Okay, so you can contact me anytime through WhatsApp. You can express what kind of difficulty you are facing. You can seek for my suggestion. So my door is always open for my students, no matter which course or which university or which country. So after discussing about the financial statement analysis and case study and students case study, okay, then we will proceed to time value of money. Time value of money is very, very important concept. Every business student should learn. It is about the future value and present value, and also it is about the estimating different value of loan, repayment schedule of loan, interest, and so many applied things are there. Okay, so we will learn both theoretically and also in Excel. So after completing that, then we will have another session, student case study and presentation. And during that student case study and presentation, same rules apply, that we have discussed for the previous topic. And after that, we will proceed with cost of capital. So cost of capital means, that for doing any business, many of you have said that you want to be an entrepreneur, right? So if you really want to be an entrepreneur, you will need some capital, right or wrong? Those who are
Yes,
thinking
sir.
to be an entrepreneur, you need
Yes,
capital,
sir.
right? So from where are you thinking to get your capital? Where do you get the money for doing it?
Savings, loans, and venture capitals.
From? Sorry?
So can you hear me right now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Savings, loans, or venture capitals.
Yeah, so it can be from your personal savings, it can be from bank loan, it can be from venture capital sources. So what do you think? Are the venture capitalists going to give you the money for free?
No, sir.
No, they will ask for profit or interest. If you take loan from the bank is going to charge you interest. If you are using your personal saving, that also has a cost, because if you do not do business with that, perhaps you could use that saved money to buy ice cream and eat ice cream. Okay, or maybe have a very good tour in very attractive places in India. Can you name some very wonderful places in India?
So
Mysore. Sorry, I could not understand.
Ladakh.
Okay. Okay, so these are the nice places, right? You can go. So you can use your savings for enjoying that tour, but you are sacrificing that. Is it not costly? It is also a cost. It is an opportunity cost. You are sacrificing something for doing your business. So we have to learn how to estimate the cost of capital. We have to know how to estimate the cost of capital. So if we know how to estimate the cost of capital, and if we, let's say we have calculated that our cost of capital is 10%. So from the business, how much profit should we get? Is it more than 10% or less than 10%?
More than this.
More than 10%, because your capital cost you 10%, but if you make profit of 8% from your business, then what happened? You have simply 2% loss. Okay, so this is why it is very important to know how to estimate the cost of capital. Otherwise, you cannot really decide which business to do and which business to avoid. So again, after completing this, you will have a very comprehensive case study that you will do in Excel and present it. After that, we will have capital budgeting technique. So what do we mean by that? Actually, when you have started your business or when you are already running your business, you have to think about investment, in which assets to invest and which assets not to invest. Now, for making that decision, you need to know some technique. That is actually capital budgeting technique. So you will learn that, and after that we will have a case study in the class, and then students' case study will follow. Okay, so that will be the distribution of topics, and you can see we will have actually the 20 marks in well, I have received the reply already. Okay, the final assessment was 30 last year. Now it is 40 from this year. Okay, so 40 will be in the final assessment and 60 will be from continuous evaluation. So every comprehensive case study, case 1, case 2, and case 3 will carry 20 marks. Some marks will be on your presentation. Some marks will be on your analysis. Some marks will be on your question, answer, and discussion session. Okay, including everything, you will get 20 marks from each case study. So in total 60, and after that, the final assessment will take place, that will carry 40 marks. Remaining part you will read by yourself. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
So what do you think? Is the course going to be very easy or very difficult?
It would be
Easy, sir.
challenging, sir.
It is going to be very enjoyable and also challenging, right? Because every student will have to present randomly selected student. So every one of you have to be prepared. And when you are prepared, you can actually, even if you are not called for a presentation, still you can catch others' mistake and help them to correct it. Number one. Number two, you can improve other students' spreadsheet solution. Whatever they have done in Excel, maybe the student has done in one way, but you will give advice for improving it. Okay, if you are prepared. And not only that, you can also ask for clarification, or for you can ask for any question to the other students. So this is how we are going to make the course very enjoyable, engaging, and challenging, right? So I have found that most of you are from Maharashtra, right? No, Hyderabad.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The university is also in Hyderabad, I think, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we will start our discussion, formal discussion, after the break. But before that, let us be introduced with something. I want to be familiar with you. I want to feel where you are. No? Is that okay? So let me find your university in Google Map. Can I do that?
Yes, sir. Sir, you'll find it beside Mumbai Highway.
Sorry?
You will find it beside Mumbai Highway after Kamkol Toll Plaza.
Yeah. So let me share my screen with you. Woxen, right? WOXSEN. Is it correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, it's so slow today. Let me see where we are actually. Is it possible to share our location? We are not a physical classroom, but still we can feel where we are actually. Why is it so slow today? Okay, let it load. So this is the university, right? Beside the Woxen School of Architecture, Woxen Boys Hostel. So some of you stay here, right? In the boys hostel.
So the whole thing is the same. Like the boys' hostel is in the campus.
Oh, okay. So now I have found it.
Sir, click on satellite view, sir.
Click on satellite view. Satellite view.
Yeah.
It will not load at all because today the internet is very slow. Satellite, right? Okay. We will wait for it, no problem. Let it load slowly. So by the way, probably you have already understood that the course is quite practical and it is also challenging in an online environment. So in an online environment, it will become more challenging if you do not cooperate me. So tell me if you are really going to cooperate me or not. Are you going to cooperate me during the class to make it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. No, the idea is not working because of the internet connectivity. Anyway. So now it is 11 a.m. in my country. So probably in your country, it is quarter to 11. So we can have a 15-minute break. And after that, we will come to the class. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Sure, sir.
Okay. We will come back at 11 a.m. in your country. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Hello, students. Are you back?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now we are going to try to have a little idea about the finance discipline, what the finance discipline is actually about. Okay. So if we want to know what is finance actually, at first we have to start with the definition. As you can understand, that is a very common practice. Whenever we try to learn about any discipline, we usually try to understand the definition of that discipline or that thing. So we are going to talk about the definition and scope of finance or financial management. Okay. So actually, the definition of finance is very easy. It has never been difficult. It is very easy. This is, many people can define it in many ways, but the simple definition that I prefer is finance is the science and art of managing money. Very simple. This is about management of money. Finance is about what? Finance is about management of money. So what do we mean by management of money? Actually, management of money might have different aspects. Let us think about a very simple situation. Let's say the whole class, we have about 54 or so students, or more than 50 students. So what we can do, to celebrate the starting of this challenging course, we can plan to go somewhere, and have a picnic or tour, whatever you say. So what is your proposal? Where do you want to go, every one of us together? Anybody has any idea, where we can go and celebrate the starting of the challenging class?
Sir, Antarctica.
Spell it. I don't know the name actually.
Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Yes, sir.
It will be very expensive, I think. Anyway.
What's an university?
Challenging.
Tell me something inside India. Can you tell something inside India?
Goa.
Spelling.
Goa,
Thank you.
sir. Goa.
Antarctica is also a very good place. Pradeep's suggestion is very good, but due to we are actually seeing that it is a quite very challenging, given that we are new in this class. So let's consider Goa inside India, right? So if this is our place of interest, and if we want to go for a picnic there, so that it is a matter of expenses. Am I right or wrong? Even if all of us are very much ready, even if all of us have sufficient time and everything, still we need to spend some money. Am I right or wrong?
You're right, sir.
So where can we get the money?
Ask parents or the money that we have.
Parent, then our savings.
Savings.
Then what else? Any other way of getting money? Any other way of getting
jobs?
Part-time job? Maybe we can do some extra part-time job to collect the money. You can also request your course instructor to give the money, because the idea came from him, right? Money from Mohan sir. So these are all, are the sources of money. Can you see my writing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you thinking that sir's handwriting is very poor?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, you're not thinking. Okay, that's great for me. Anyway, so these are the sources of money, right? So if we can really plan how much money we will get from our parents, how much money we will get from our savings, maybe if we still have some shortage, we can do some extra part-time work and get the money, or we can charge the remaining to ourselves. You have to say, you have to give money because you have given the idea for the first time, right? So let's say we have collected the money, total amount. How much will you need for having a tour in Goa for maybe 2 days? How much money would we need? You have better idea for 50 students or 55 students. Do you have any idea how much money we will need? Are you in the class?
Yes, sir.
How much money might we need?
For 2 days?
For 2 days tour, for a tour of 2 days, how much?
It will be around 2.5 to 3 lakhs. Sir.
3 lakhs. Okay, 3 lakh rupees, right? So we will need 3 lakh rupees, for making the tour a success, right? Now the question is, this is one part of the story, collecting the fund. So even if we collect this 3,300,000 rupees, will the picnic be successful? Will the tour be successful unless we invest it in a good place? For example, if we hire a bus, that is not really very good, it does not have a very good suspension. So what happens on the road? All the students become sick. So what will happen? The tour will become a failure. We have to hire a very good bus. So we have to decide how much out of this 3 lakhs will be invested for renting a good quality bus. Whether we will hire a good quality bus or a cheaper bus and spend more money in food. One is for bus, another one is for food, another one is for what are the other things for which we spend this money?
For the stays, hotel.
For the hotel. Okay, so we can actually think what quality of hotel we will actually choose, what quality of bus we will choose, what quality of food we will choose, or we will ask the students to arrange their food by themselves if we are in short of money. So that is about utilization of the fund. Collection is a very, very important thing for doing business. Many of you have said that you will become an entrepreneur. So only collecting the required capital is not good, it's not sufficient. You have to think in which business you should invest the money. That is more important. Both are actually important. So the collection of money and utilization of money is called, is the main two components of money management. We have some other components as well. Okay, so the science and art of doing these things and some other things of managing money is called what? Finance. Okay, any question? Some of you have said that you will become human resource manager, right? So can you define human resource management? You don't have to give a very formal textbook definition. Just tell me, what is human resource management in layman language? No problem.
So it's managing people who work for us.
Yeah, managing people who work for us in an organization, right? So it may include different things like recruitment, promotion, hiring, firing, and compensation, so many other things, right? So that is human resource management. What is accounting? Accounting is collection, summarization, and presentation of economic data or financial data, right? Then what is marketing? Marketing is, who can tell me what is marketing?
Marketing is if you're producing a new product or a service and we take it to the customers, like the way in which we take it to the customer is marketing, like making the customers aware of our product.
Right. So actually marketing involves understanding the customer's need and developing the product or service for successful meeting up of the customer's need. Okay. And in this process, you have so many other things. So what is finance? Finance is is about managing the money for making the business successful or the organization successful. That includes mainly collection of money, that means from where you will collect the money and when you will collect the money, and also where you will invest the money, in which type of assets. Okay, this is called finance. I hope that I could make it clear. Okay, now financial decisions are not only made by the business organization. Financial decisions are also made by individual person. Not only that, it is also made by government. And it is also made by non-government organizations, non-government like NGOs. Okay. So any kind of organization make financial decision because they need to raise some capital or they need to raise fund. Okay, they have to invest the money for profit if it is a business organization, for the economic well-being of the citizen if it is a government, for the particular goal if it is an NGO. Okay, it has to it also has to decide whether reinvest the surplus money. If it is a business, then reinvest the profit. If it is not business, then reinvest the surplus money. So every business and non-business organizations make financial decision. And think about a person. If you are a person, you also need to decide how much of your earning to spend. Okay, how much to save, how much of your earning you have to save, and how much to invest, how much of the savings you have to invest. So all these decisions at personal level are also financial decisions. So can you tell me, finance is applicable only for business organization, or it is also applicable for personal decision making?
It's also applicable for personal decision making.
Yeah, it's also applicable for personal decision making. Okay. So there are basically, if we think about the business finance, there are basically three areas of business finance. One is the corporate finance. Corporate finance is related to collecting and utilization of fund for a business organization. Capital market, that is about the share market, share market, bond market. In India, how many stock exchanges are there? I know about Mumbai Stock Exchange. So is there any other stock exchange where you can buy and sell shares?
National Stock Exchange. NSE. National
Stock Exchange. Okay, so these are the capital market, part of the capital markets. We also have some other capital markets. But so learning about how the capital market works, how the capital market can become more efficient. All these things are part of capital market. That is also part of finance. And investment and portfolio management. Let's say your business organization or you or your bank or financial institution wants to buy shares of different companies. So you have to know how to which companies, which shares to select, and after some time whether you need to sell one share and replace it with another share. That is portfolio management, timing of investment, and all this thing, buying different shares, selling different shares, how much to sell, how much to buy, which share to sell, which share to buy. All these are part of investment and portfolio management. That is also part of finance. So these are the major part of the finance discipline. Okay, if we want to become more detailed, so let us talk about corporate finance. I've already mentioned that it is about in which asset to invest. For example, if you want to invest whether you will invest in a warehouse or you will rent a warehouse. So that is an investment decision. Okay, whether you will make another production plant or you will